Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Economics is Everywhere. We're talking about the currency video, and we have trained economists from around the world talking about currency. That's right. As we take a look at our viewer, we want to be familiar with the functions of money. Money serves as a medium of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account. Each of those explanations can be discussed further in the book. But when we think about currency exchange and what the equivalent of the US dollar is, we need to turn to take a look at what is bought by the various foreign currencies. For instance, a pair of sneakers in this country might cost $100, but it might cost, say, 600 won in China. Or it might cost, and it's the same pair of sneakers. What we want to do is figure out how much each of these dollars are worth, and that's what we call the foreign exchange. This is the Chinese currency. What do we call it?
It's yuan. It's renminbi. This is $100 in China, but here it's just maybe it's around $15.
About $15. All right, very good. So you could, if you and two of your friends wanted to go out to lunch and get something to eat, it might cost 100 won, whereas over here you would go and it would cost $15. So it's that's what we mean by equivalent exchanges. Very good. All right, so why don't we proceed over here to the document camera and get a sample. You have to go too, right? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Why don't we go on over and take a look at our sample video here. What do we have here, ladies?
It's the Singapore dollars.
Singapore?
Yeah, Singapore dollars. And this the Cambodia.
Cambodia?
500 euros. And this the South African.
Uh-huh.
And this the Taiwan yuan. And this the Burmese.
And you're from Burma, is that right? And is this the old currency or the new currency?
This is the new currencies.
All right. Tell us about that.
Yes, before 1987. The government we spend we use this money with the man with the one who's fight for the colony, fight for the independence from British. Aung San is Aung San Suu Kyi brother with his picture. But after 1987, and they withdraw this money and they print out a new style.
So they did away with the old heroes, and this was this currency. Was there a problem with it, or was it good currency?
It's a good. At that time, it's a good currency.
All right, and they replaced it with this.
They replaced with this, and it's like that.
Yeah.
Replaced with this, and depend on the country condition between the civil war, it stays civil war. 25 years, and the currency, the money price is coming.
And so we have an incidence of hyperinflation here because this money is worthless, and you saw some real problems with the economy there. How did the economy get better or worse when they changed over the currency in the new regime?
Worse.
Worse, much worse. And could you blame that problem on the government?
We want to.
Oh, we don't want to blame. No, you're very kind. I'm going to blame it on the government. Is that okay?
Yeah, blame the government.
Right.
Because that time, in 1987, the money was $30, $1.
Oh yes, there it is.
$30.
So
today is $1.970.
Oh, I see. So back under the other regime, you could take a dollar and it would be worth 30 Burmese dollars.
Yeah.
But now a dollar only will actually get you 970 Myanmar bucks. Yes, because of the problems of hyperinflation, what it costs, and then that must be terrible for people's savings. They're unable to anything that they had is gone because of the high price of things, and I imagine the employment levels are problematic. Well, I hope that your home country will do better. You have a couple other things to share with us. Let's take a look at it.
Oh yes. This
For the Taiwanese money. Thank you so much for bringing these dollars in. This is wonderful. All right, let's see what you have.
This is the Thailand money, and Thai baht is 31. Today it's 31, $36, $31 and 36 Thai baht.
Yes.
$1.
All right, very good. And then you have the British crown here too. I think you have some British currency and some alternatives. Let's see.
Yeah.
So
The
British
British
crown.
currency is American $1 can get the British currency is 0.63 pounds.
All right, so a dollar won't even get you a whole pound at today's exchange rates, whereas over here a dollar will get you 31 Thai bahts and 970 Myanmar dollars. What the currency in Myanmar is? And then down here we have looks like Japanese. So and here a dollar will get you 98. So we can think of 1 yen as basically a penny. Is that right? And you were saying that these exchange rates, they fluctuate. How often do they change from the value? Like today, you're showing $1 is equal to 98.27. Tomorrow, later on today, maybe 10 minutes from now, will it be different?
I usually check a day.
Yeah?
A day, so sometimes was one, sometimes was different, like a fine.
That's wonderful. This is really educational. And in the case when it's the way that you earn these dollars is by working, yes, and then you hold on to them, and then later on you trade them with someone for food or rent or fuel or a car or school books or whatever it is that you want, right? So in that case, it's a medium of exchange, and while it's sitting in your pocket, it's a store of value. And if you see that a lunch costs, let's say, $15, and you see that dinner costs $25, that's because we say that dinner is worth more than lunch. That's why it costs more money. That's how money works and the function of it. I think you really enriched us with your presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Now,
you for your help.
no problem. I thought some people watching this might be interested in the foreign exchange market, so I was going to switch over here to the PC and continue with a little bit. Now, the first thing I'm going to say about foreign exchanges is that it's dangerous because it's a lot more like gambling than investing. Exactly. You're betting against the crowd that the price of yen, for instance, compared to the dollar is going to go in a different direction than everyone else thinks it's going to. Where investing is actually hoping, that there's going to be some production related to it. That's not the case with the foreign exchange. However, there are ways to make money in the foreign exchange. I have some key terms up here which we're not going to go through right now, but they are there, and you want to familiarize yourself with these, and perhaps another student will make a video about those key terms. Right here, I wanted to show you that there's an example of, I've done this on a test before, where I've had the Puerto Rican market for dollars, euros, and yen have a certain exchange rate, and if you try to exchange your dollars for yen, let's say in Montenegro or in Singapore, you'd get a different exchange rate. So that is to say that in Puerto Rico, they love dollars so much that they would give you only $1 million for the 100,000 yen that you provided to them. But in Singapore, because they didn't value the dollar, they value the dollar even more. So even though if you gave them 100 million yen, they would only give you $990,000 because they don't think that the yen is worth $1 million, so they give you less. Whereas in Montenegro, because they don't value the dollar as much, they'll give you more than $1 million for that. So the exchange rate or the combinations that are here provide an opportunity for arbitrage. If you had 100 million yen to start with, would you rather and you wanted dollars, would you give your 100 million yen to a Puerto Rican to get $1 million? Would you give your 100 million yen to a Montenegrin to get $1,101,000? Or would you give your 100 million yen to a Singapore citizen and he'll give you $999,000? Where's the best place to buy dollars? Montenegro is correct. So when you're buying dollars, buy them in Montenegro. When you are buying euros, you want to get the most euros. So if you start with 100 million yen, where do you want to buy your euros? Where they'll give you 848 of them, where they'll give you 850 of them, or where they'll give you 849 of them? That's right. So the best place to buy the euros is the place where they give you the most euros for your yen. So if you're thinking about that place, Montenegro is a great place to do it. So what I invite people to do is they could either consider the conversion factors, changing from yens to dollars, which gives you these various conversion factors here, different for Montenegro, different for Singapore. Only the margins are very tight. And what it invites a person to do is use arbitrage, that's right, to buy currency of one type in one country and then switch over very quickly to the other country and sell that currency where they value it. So since they give you a lot of dollars here, if you start with, say, $1 million, start with $1 million and you can convert it over to yen, for instance, take that yen and bring it over here to Montenegro and change it back into dollars, and you've just made $1,000. That's arbitrage, where you take advantage of different prices in different markets to make your money. Now you can actually, depending on how many trades you have and how much dollars you have to start with, you can actually do that all day long, and if the currency exchange has stayed constant, like I'm showing here, a static display, you could just make endless amounts of money forever. But luckily we have the market to avoid that happening, and that automatically adjusts itself. Some resources you might consider are offered here: the Forex exchange markets and currency converter, and the explanation of what the Forex market is about. One additional warning is that because of the nature of this, that whoever has the fastest computer and the best algorithm is the one that's going to make the money. And anyone participating in the Forex market who is just average amount of luck will have their money taken from them very quickly, because unless they have the fastest computer and the best algorithm, that's who wins. Forex, too good to be true? In many ways, yes. Be careful. There's a lot of risk there, but you can consider it as an option, and I always encourage that. I also have a couple of training videos. The Bollinger Trades are offered here, and you can follow the link to it, as well as the 10-minute trade system, which is offered by a competing firm. Thank you very much, and have a great day.